All right, President Trump is touting his tariff policy in the White House yesterday.
This is the biggest deal ever made. Now we're making $3 billion a day. And all I have to do is impose a tariff. The more, the faster they move in. The higher the tariff, is very serious. It's inversely proportional. The higher the tariff, the faster they come.
So there you go. Our next guest says tariffs could reshape the artificial intelligence landscape in the U.S. and around the world. CEO of DMA United and senior fellow at emerging technology at NYU, Marc Beckman, rejoins us today. Marc, great to see you.
Nice to see you, too.
So your editorial on Real Clear talks about how the tariffs can pay for the hardware necessary to make AI great.
Essentially, yes. We need to pull back a little bit and keep in mind that artificial intelligence is going to represent a huge percentage growth for the United States as it relates to all business sectors. And to do that, we need power, we need energy, we need hardware, we need to handle the compute, and we need the software algorithms. And it's the hardware piece of it that is going to be impacted by these tariffs because a lot of the hardware is manufactured in Asia, including places like China.
Right. So what are we going to do about that except for hit tariffs when we bring them in? They'll bring additional revenue?
Well, we're going to have to pivot. So a lot of the hardware comes from beyond China, South Korea, Vietnam, Japan, allies that will work with President Trump and the administration. But overall, my calculation looks at these hyperscale data centers, these critical parts of our infrastructure, are going to be hit with about a 10% increase in their cost of goods as a result of these tariffs. Ultimately, though, I don't believe it's going to impact our ability to build these infrastructures.
And you talk about making it great again because of doing that. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about is what's happened with Facebook, Meta. You know, they're having a big, they have a big trial going on right now, but they also have a whistleblower who says that they've been coming. They said that Zuckerberg was dealing with China and basically giving away state secrets. Here's what she said. Sarah Wynne Williams, watch.
I saw Meta executives repeatedly undermine U.S. national security and betray American values. They did these things in secret to win favor with Beijing. Company executives lied about what they were doing with the Chinese Communist Party to employees, shareholders, Congress, and the American public.
So they deny it, and they said this about her. Sarah Wynne Williams' testimony is divorced from reality and riddled with false claims, while Zuckerberg himself was public about our interest in offering our services in China, and details were widely reported beginning over a decade ago. The fact is we do not operate our services in China today. Marc, weigh in.
Well, it's kind of funny. She impeached her own credibility in her own book because she tells tales of the chief operating officer, Sandberg, asking her to, like, jump into bed with her on an airplane and these types of things. Granted, she was pregnant at the time. But at the end of the day, the allegations that she's putting against Meta and Zuckerberg in particular are alarming. She's claiming that Meta was providing AI secrets, proprietary information to the Chinese government, to the CCP, as it relates to facial recognition software, that Meta was agreeing to censor, if needed, the Facebook marketplace and the Facebook all the pages in China, if needed. So if there was ever social unrest or anything like this, they would shut it down.
Senator Josh Hawley says, Zuckerberg, you got to come talk to Congress. You'd be interested in watching that, right?
Yeah, I would be very interested in seeing it. But to be honest with you, I don't believe that Mark Zuckerberg did this. I believe at the end of the day, and I don't have any reason to say this, I'm just speculating, like, they didn't launch Facebook in China. They didn't launch Instagram in China. It's not operating there today, although they are generating $18 billion in revenue, Meta, $18 billion in revenue today from China.
Interesting. Marc, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Thanks
Check out his editorial in Real Clear.